So hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So right now we're in X-Plane 11 in the Flight Simulator, and we're just approaching the edge of Croatia here. We're going to be landing at Split Airport on the side of the southern Croatia, right near the Mediterranean Sea. And yeah, so the reason I made this video is that there's a very interesting sort of like approach path that we're going to be doing. So it's this one. It's the DME to runway 23. So we're going to be flying towards like the split it's like the visual approach, runway 23. And the thing about this is that we cannot land straight in because there's mountains to the north, and this area to the north of the airport is restricted, right? So we're gonna have to come in from the sea, fly northeast, and then turn all the way back around. And depending on our weight, our class of airplane and weight, we're going to be following one of these routes. And yeah, so let me brief you on the approach that we are supposed to be making here. Okay. So we are going to be going towards the split VOR, and I know like this is the official approach path, but for some reason my flight computer doesn't recognize this. But we're gonna be heading towards the split VOR, and then we're gonna like this very directional range, this beacon, and then we're gonna be following it outbound on a heading of 052 degrees. So I'm gonna be going heading mode on this one, so 052 degrees. And then we're going to be following this one. Since we're category C/D, we're going to be following this thing. So I have like the radios automatically tuned to the VOR, to that beacon for the split airport. And then yes, we're going to be following it outbound. And then once we get to 3.4 nautical miles from that beacon, once this thing shows 3.4 nautical miles, then we're going to be turning inbound, turning to the left. And I'm going to keep a close eye on that runway, which is going to be off to my left-hand side. So I'm going to be turning while doing that. And I have to keep the runway in sight at all times. And yeah, so why is that important? Well, it's important because it's a visual approach, right? I'm not supposed to lose sight of the runway. If I lose sight of the runway at any time, I have to go around immediately. So, it says here, if visual reference is lost before split VOR, climb to split VOR and then turn right to intercept the radial 172 south, and then we hold right over here. And then that says remain within the 4.6 DME arc. So the indications here should not pass like 4.6 nautical miles. And then yeah, I have to have the landing. So this is how I'm gonna plan to fly the approach. So let's pause the simulator for a second. So what I'm gonna be doing, since we're like class C, like with the DME, so I'm gonna set the minimums of 2040 on there, and so I'm gonna have the aircraft fully configured for landing by the time we hit, before we hit the 3.4 nautical miles, and then have all the landing check is complete, and then all the illustrators with a pen. So coming in from here, pass through this, gonna be flaps 3 and the landing gear down. All right, right around here is where I select flaps full, do a landing checklist, and then here's where I'll disengage the autopilot, disengage the flight directors, and then I'll just make necessary changes, and then I'll just, turn inbound. And keeping a close eye on the runway and my navigation instruments. And then come in and land. If I lose the runway at any time, then I'll just turn to the left, intercept the VOR again, and then go over here. So yeah. And then this is essentially the start of the runway. And I'll definitely, if I see any sort of special things along the way, then I'll definitely make sure to check this. And then yeah. And of course, we need to brief. And these approaches, they're definitely much more challenging than a regular ILS approach or instrument landing system approach, right? Where, the airplane the instruments are on the ground, can help guide the airplane down. We don't need to worry about all of that. So, approach briefing is really important here because it helps the pilots to retain the information, right? Helps pilots to know what they're supposed to be doing, right, at the stages of the approach. So who's supposed to be doing what? Okay. And then yeah, when we hit the minimums, I'll call minimums continue or let's go around, or some kind of phraseology that would signify that I'm going around, missed, abandoning the approach. And yeah. And that's essentially it. And then we're going to be landing with configuration full because this is probably a short runway, so you have to check what the runway size, the length is. So 25-50 meters, so that's probably good enough. So I think we can set auto brakes to low for this case. And then if the runway does, if the runway fast approaches, if I'm approaching the end of the runway and I still haven't slowed down yet, I'll just go max manual braking. And yeah, once we land, we're gonna be coming in from here, and then once we land, we're probably gonna stop over here, and then we're just gonna maybe taxi around to the end, and then come back here. And then, yeah, so normally that's what we do. And then we would find a parking spot somewhere over here. And yeah. Style descent. Okay, so initially we're going to be doing this at around so 2040 is the minimums. So $20.40. Okay. Once we reach transition altitude, we'll reset the thing to 1022. Alright, descent. Let's do the descent checklist. Approach checklist. Briefing confirmed. ECAM status is checked, and seatbelts are on. Holding on the MDA is 2040 set right, set left, and engine mode selector as required. Holding on the barrel ref now. Holding on the altimeter setting is what I'm saying. Holding on the altimeter. Okay. We got it. Muzzle. And okay. Maybe it's about time to... Okay, time to reset this. 1022. 1022. 1022. Barrel ref is set. 1022. Check the times. Pro check is completed. Alright. Let's configure. Start configuring. Flaps 1. And... there's S speed. And then what's our missed approach altitude going to be? 4,000. So... Alright. I'll just... Flaps 2. Alright. Got the airport inside over there. I'll monitor the terrain here. Okay.
Altimeter setting.
Altimeter setting. Tree 003. Hang on, let me see the thing again. Okay. Something wrong here. One 1017, okay. Okay. Now it's better.
2,500.
Alright. Gear down. Flaps 3. Alright. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing. Thank you. Okay. Let's get the... Alright, right about here is where we're just heading.
2,000.
Roger. And...
Terrain. Minimum.
Okay. Level it off right here. 052. Alright. Alright, flaps full. Landing checklist. Landing checklist. Cabin secured for landing. Auto thrust speed. Go on altitude is 4,000 set. ECAM memo landing. No blue landing checklist completed. Okay. Time to maintain visual contact with the runway. Once we turn, I'm gonna disengage the autopilot. So, but first off, let's turn off the flight directors. And then, once I disengage the autopilot, then I'll just go with the burr. Then I'll just select this. Okay. 2.7. Okay, you know what? Let's disengage it. Autopilot's coming off. Hang on. Okay. Alright, give me the bird. And I'll just set this runway track. But hang on. Okay, time to start descending. And the track 232. Okay. 232. Okay. Okay, let's keep the runway in sight here and remain within this 4.6 DME. Okay. There's going to be some... Alright. I think I see the runway. See the runway. Okay. Let's keep on descending. Happies are showing. And there's the houses. 1,000 feet. Okay. Let's maneuver onto the runway now. Okay, maneuver has to be complete by 300. Hang on.
Approaching 2, 3.
Okay.
500.
500 stable. Alright. And let me just get back. Okay. Sync rate. Correcting. Keep it below 1,000 feet. Okay, maneuver's complete. Okay, we're good. 4 whites, but...
200.
Okay. Might as well go brakes medium then.
100.
Okay, here we go.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
Okay. Our landing.
1,
Alright.
1,000,
Explorers.
5
Reverse green.
meters.
And decel. $60. Reverse. Manual braking. Alright. And ladies and gentlemen, very welcome to Split, Croatia. Alright, stopping the chrono. Total flight time, 1 hour, 41 minutes. Total time since I started this flight simulator. Or actually, since I started this, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Okay.
On runway 05.
Okay, maybe I'll just stop the aircraft here then. Or we could go okay. Let's just go. See those flaps retract. Wow. Nice. Alright then. Maybe I'll just make an announcement to the passengers. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of the flight crew, we would like to welcome you to Split, Croatia, where the local time right now is 11:06 a.m. As time, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we have switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Smoking is not permitted. Mobile phones may now be used. If you are connecting to any flights here today, we would ask that you check the information on the computer screens in the terminal or consult with one of our colleagues on the ground. Once again, on behalf of Welling, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and wish you a happy stay in Croatia. Once again, thank you for flying with us. Alrighty, let's complete the after landing checklist. Or actually, you know what? Or maybe we'll just... Okay. Terrain radar, off. Weather radar can go off now. And then... Alright. The brakes have gotten really hot here. Some time to cool down. There's our gate. Let's park in. But first off, we're gonna shut down engine number 2. And you can hear that hydraulic PTU sound. Sounds like a dog barking, huh? This should probably be one of my intros here. Let's have a good here. Let's have a good listen at that. All right, parking brake set. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's it. Let's see the replay. Okay. Let's see from the runway. Yep, there's me. Landing. There's Yep. Let's see. Let's see. When I made that turn, guys, I slightly overshot it, but you know. Yeah. I mean, this happens, right? And no wonder I ended up way too high here. Let's see that landing. And whoa, that was a bouncy one. Let's see that. Hang on. See that? Just before touchdown. And whoa. Let's see that. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bounce. Bounce there. And eventually settled it to the left of the center line. Not the best one I've done. But, you know, any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing, right? So yeah. Well, that's for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, as always, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and activate the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any upcoming videos whenever I make them. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Take care and stay safe, everybody.